So it's March 2020 right now, a month away from Khabib Tony. Hopefully that fight happens because it's fall through 3 or 4 times already. But anyways, let's have a positive mindset going into this. So if you're like me, you're thinking Khabib's gonna come out with the win. I know it's probably his toughest fight to date. I do believe so. I believe it was tougher than Conor. I believe it's tougher than Poirier. I think Ferguson's gonna give him his toughest fight yet. But I do believe he comes out with the win, and I mean Vegas agrees with me as well if you look at the lines. But assuming he wins, why not set up I mean, you're talking about numbers that you can't even think of, right? Because, I mean, he beats Ferguson, greatest lightweight of all time. I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. Then you have maybe the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time in GSP, who at that point would have a win at 185. Sorry, a belt at 185, a belt at 170 pounds, and then if he beats Khabib, a belt at 155 pounds. Now, if Tony wins the fight, I think they're going to do Tony Conor, because I think they want Conor to have another shot at the belt because of the numbers Conor does. But if you do GSP Khabib and then GSP wins, you have history. If Khabib wins, you have a 30-0 fighter, because at this moment in time, he's 28-0. He beats Tony Ferguson, he becomes 29-0. He beats GSP, he's 30-0. Then you can do Conor Khabib when he's 30-0, assuming Conor gets by one more win. I think he needs just one more win. Whether it's Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, anybody. I think they're going to do Gaethje at this moment in time, but I'm not sure. And I think he can win against Justin Gaethje. I think technically he's better, but we'll talk about that if that ever gets announced. But if GSP wins, then you can do GSP Conor, and I think would even do bigger numbers than GSP Khabib. So I don't see the downfall in letting GSP fight for the belt. I know Dana has mentioned that he didn't want to do it because of what he did with 185 with win and vacate. But Khabib has also talked about retiring in the past. I mean, he's gonna have all the money in the world, all the fame in the world, if he beats Tony Ferguson, and then maybe gets one more fight in, 30-0, retire, undefeated champion. He's talked about in the past. So you might end up having a vacant title in the end anyways. So why not let him fight GSP? And you're telling me GSP is going to vacate the belt if he's got Conor McGregor as his last fight, to go away fight? A fight I think he thinks he can win. I think a fight that TriStar thinks GSP can win. I mean, I'm a Montreal guy myself, so I'm probably super biased, but you're telling me you're not going to want to see Khabib fight GSP?